Guess we're about to end this thing. Which is funny, because I never even used these 2 bottles.
You haven't even used the 1 bottle, technically. We've been nowhere close to dying.
Also, weird, semi-unrelated note, because I had to double check something. A female goat character from the original Animal Crossing has the exact same name as the goat in this game.
That might just be a coincidence. Or they are referencing the same thing because there is some pun there that does not translate into English.
Kind of fitting what we saved here.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, a warp. That would have been nice. Like,
That would have been nice the entire game.
blind run. You don't come to blind runs for perfection. You come to blind runs because idiot savant things.
Not that the blind run in the sense of someone literally being blindfolded.
Every time with that goddamn trigger. Why does it only act up in this game?
Maybe it's not the trigger, maybe it's actually this game then.
Hold on. Wait. Is it my dead zone theory? I think it is.
Just move on.
It's about to. It's just... Cause like the bottom ones work, and then this game. That's so weird. Cause it. Hold on. I was cutting around because like. Wakey wakey, Windfish. Maybe it is just this game, man. It's not like Joy-Con. It's bizarre. Yeah.
Oh no.
Of course.
That could be bad.
Dun dun dun. The time has come. The one fish awaits. You know the egg, Hoo-Hoo.
Hope we better scramble to get this done. What the hell are you doing?
Okay.
I believe the answer was that the path is actually invisible. I don't remember how you're saying. Oh. I don't know how you're supposed to go down.
I'm trying to remember how this dungeon works, because it's like... infinite looping.
I left 4 torches, so we're back to...
2 torches.
That's...
No, okay.
2 torches is the start.
That's what I was double checking.
Try hook showing over, see if that does do anything.
Oh. Oh, fuck off.
You do actually have to go read it?
No, what they hold on, I'm cutting. This is dumb. They randomly generate a few solutions.
Yeah.
So I can't use a guide. That's stupid. I'm sorry. That's just stupid. No wonder I couldn't solve it, because I never read the fucking book over here. Cutting around, and I had to look something up, and this is kinda dumb, and you could say, oh, but it's completely your fault for not reading the... You could say it's your fault for not reading the books in the library, but the thing is, like, at the same time, I kind of feel, you know...
What would prompt you to do that?
Yeah.
Because to be honest, even if you read those at the beginning of the game, you might have forgotten that they were there.
It's this
Okay,
book.
no, to be fair, it is a different colored book. I could take a picture of that.
It is different. Though I got one of the best patterns because 4 of my directions are just... Right.
Left, okay, so left, up, right 4 times up. Taking the pictures just in case.
It's left, 2 ups, right 4 times, and an up. So we got one of the best...
Well, that's... I guess that shows the thing of it being randomly generated. Making me wonder, could... Like, if that isn't entirely 100% random... It's funny that one more we just opened actually useful. If that is entirely random, like...
Okay, I will admit I had to look that up. That's...
If that is 100% random, does that mean could you get, like, just up, like, 6 times, or down, like, 6 times, or does it randomly generate...
I don't know!
Out of a set? Because that would be hilarious to me, because we got right 4 times, that makes me think this is entirely random.
Back in! Okay. I will admit, I looked that up. But, that's kinda dumb! Because it's a solution. I mean, sure, it's right there, and you could say it's my fault for not reading the...
To be fair, the book is at least different color.
But it's like... Okay.
This one doesn't count.
So, it was... Left?
Up.
Yeah. Up.
2.
4 right!
And now...
1. 2. 3. 4.
And then
an up.
And then it's up again. Oh, fuck me.
Fucking 4 right. We were born of nightmares. To take over the world, we made the one fish sleep endlessly. The one fish doesn't wake up, the island will never disappear. We would have been the masters of this place, but you had to come here and disrupt our plans. Hey, you can never defeat us. Let's rumble. Okay, we're back. I went to get some... I had a kind of terrible first run at this thing, so I went to get a bunch of fairies as a contingency help because of the...
You could show the dialogue on the first
I
exam.
bought the... I'm gonna cut in here because I went to get some contingency fairies because I was having a kind of a rough time at just sort of dealing with this nonsense.
One.
Alright. Trying to not take damage.
Okay, he does like 3 magic powers, but that's good.
Then the next phase
He's the wizard.
So then okay. Oh bullshit! One. Oh, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Okay. This isn't that hard of a final boss, I just... God damn it. I just screwed up, and I wanted to get some contingency help, so I went to get a bunch of fairies. It's like 3 or 4. Yeah.
And now Mole, which is arguably the easiest phase, it's like the one you actually damage with your sword. Like, look at it, at that. He goes fucking nuts like that because you're dealing so much damage, it's 3 hits.
And now the dumb...
And now the...
Oh wait, no.
Ganon.
Whoops. Preemptive.
Goes.
The Ganon one where you have to... And then he's going... The fact... I don't like this phase because you just take damage. It's like really hard to not take damage. That's why I wanted some extra help. This is bullshit. This phase is bullshit because like you're just kind of forced to take damage.
You're able to somehow run past him there and hit him without taking damage.
You need to... You... I get... Okay, I can't... Alright. Who cares?
Fairies, I believe, heal an exact 10 hearts, so you could use one of them now if you wanted to.
Damn it.
Gotta pay attention to where he appears from.
Oh yeah!
Okay, now you might want to use one of the fairies.
Oh, use one in a minute, Garson. If we get low, because I have...
Like I said, they only heal 10 hearts, so it would put you near... I think it's 10 if you use them out of the point. Oh, no. It's like 15.
That's fine, that's fine. Damn it. Okay, I'm trying to... This isn't that hard of a final boss when you... Damn it. Sort of know what you're doing, but the...
Hey, the boomerang can hit him if you miss, and that's what's good.
I'm just gonna run around until I kill him.
We don't have enough health to basically outlast him.
That was the contingency card!
Also, as long as, as long as you also, like, dodge on the
Yeah.
side that's, like, more open.
Whew.
If you have the arrow and boomerang equipped, could you double tap him?
Bullshit.
Is that the only way to damage this phase is
Is the arrow or the boomerang?
Okay, I just... That to make,
It's why...
Oh, yeah, one of the arms is shorter, I was right. I was like, I swear the other side looked shorter. It actually is. Oh.
Except the thing about the boomerang, and this is what makes it so... Yes! Fuck off, buddy! Okay, like... This island is going to disappear. Our world is going to disappear. Our world. Okay, so I went to get some extra health just in case.
We honestly didn't even need it.
It was a contingency in case things got a little bit dicey. Carter, you have beaten all the nightmares. Climb the stairs before you. Okay, I did kind of overcompensate, but hey. Take that, you asshole.
Yeah.
Some people recommend I could have done this since most of the phases do not require your sword. Some people recommend to just go, get the defensive tunic. Hoot. Young lad, Carter, the hero, you have defeated the nightmares. You have proven your wisdom, courage, and power.
Yeah.
As part of the Windfisted spirit, I am the guardian of his dream world. But one day, the nightmares entered the dream and began wreaking havoc. You, Carter, came to rescue the island. I have always trusted in your courage. I knew that you could turn back the nightmares. Thank you, Carter. My work here is done. The Windfish will wake soon. Goodbye, Hoot. Okay.
Because we're at the end of the game, and, we're waking the Windfish, and the whole of the island is like a dream thing has been well established. Something.
I am the Windfish. Long has been my slumber. In my dreams, an egg appeared. It was surrounded by an island with people, animals, an entire world. But it be the nature of dreams to end. When I dust awake, Koholint will be gone. Only the memory of this dreamland will exist in the waking world. Someday, thou may recall this island. That memory makes the dream world real. Because it's written in all caps. Come, Greta! Let us awaken together. Play the 8 instruments. Play the Song of Awakening.
But
Ow.
I suppose I brought this up at
it's been like 40 minutes because I had to...
Yeah, I brought this up at, the start of the final boss when I wanted to buy into the game to go into it. An interesting thing, because, the whole entire game, a dream and stuff, all of the phases of the final boss of this game, they take the form of things from other Zelda games, and in some cases, other things from Link's Awakening, and that's interesting because Link's Nightmare is Ganon. It's basically all bosses from Link's Awakening, which at the time of this game's release, I believe was the newest game at the time. Now, granted...
The penultimate form was Ganon.
Yeah.
Link's personal nightmare was Ganon, which has implications.
Which is really interesting, especially because, this is back long before they had a timeline in mind, so A Link to the Past actually existed next to this game, but in the modern timeline, that's not a thing anymore, right? Or because of that connection to A Link to
and I think it's still a thing in this game. If you play this entire game without ever dying...
You say that, but as you can see, it's an animated cutscene, so I don't...
No!
Right? Oh, and there's the animated cutscene.
He hears Marin singing.
Did they literally take the time to animate 2 versions of a cutscene if you didn't die? I'll have to go look that up later.
In the old game, if you didn't die at all, you got the true ending.
Which was literally one change. One change that is so insignificant, I honestly don't think it's worth it.
You never died in this.
What the change in the... And, like, unless we'll get in... Anyway, what the... Basically, what the change was in the original game when Link was drifting out in the middle of the ocean, he would hear Marin singing, and you would see a seagull, because it was a Game Boy game represented by like 3 pixels off in the distance.
She said that she would turn into a seagull and fly away.
So... But because of the cutscenes and this being, like, you know, these animated ones, I don't...
I have to do some research.
Because we didn't get the seagull thing, but we didn't die. Like, ever. Replaying the boss was out.
I reloaded to not die, because I was having a...
And the grave count was 0.
Yeah.
Unless that ending cutscene was...
Link's Awakening secret ending.
Unless that... shit was the Windfish was...
No, I think that...
Oh, that one... So...
Secret ending cutscene is the Windfish flying around.
Oh, so they actually...
No!
So these mad lads actually did...
Yeah.
That kind of feels like a waste of resources, honestly.
If you beat the entire game without dying!
Oh yeah, I forgot. This remake was developed by Grezzo, which... those are the people that made Ever Oasis, right?
And they did the 3DS ports of Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time.
Everyone go play Ever Oasis. It's really good and no one fucking bought it because people always say Nintendo needs to make new IPs and then when they make one you don't fucking buy them.
So, anyway, as far as games go, I think this remake was a bit overhated because certain people were like, it's too short and inconsequential, but the thing that people don't seem to really understand, it was a Game Boy game.
Mm-hmm.
And you can say it's too short, but they actually... The reason a bunch of the heart containers seem to be half-assed, those were not initially there.
Because, like, this game, I believe it was released after, Link's Awakening, like I said, because it had, god damn, I keep doing that, Link to the Past, it was released after Link to the Past, because that's what the Worm Boss and a few things are from, but because it was a Game Boy, it was closer to the original Legend of Zelda, which just had heart containers and didn't have heart pieces.
Yeah, because it was a Game Boy game.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's a really good rebranding of a Game Boy game.
1993, goddamn.
I think it's a good branding of a Game Boy game. And I think this game, I don't know, some of our commentary was a bit rambly because it's like, oh, no, they did.
Oh, it's still there.
We were just talking about this.
Yeah. Now, so...
She's a seagull!
It's still there!
She survived as a seagull! I got the true ending. No death!
My girlfriend turned into the moon. That's rough, buddy. My girlfriend turned into a seagull.
Save your cleared game. Yeah, still no death.
Yeah.
But
we got the seagull.
on. I saved the file to just...
Okay.
Oh. It's just... Okay. Only reason I did that, I wasn't sure.
You're never sure if the game rolls back over into the beginning or not.
Which it didn't.
Okay, we
can stop.
This is one of our shortest recordings.
I said that...
What the fuck was that? Okay, okay, that's one of those you need to stop before the game breaks in half.
Okay, I'm glad I got that done. I just jumped off because, like... But Because I was climbing, and I was just jumping, because he jumps, and I jumped, and he caught, like, a ladder and got really confused. Okay, so now I have that secondary clear file. Well, yeah, it's just, it picked... Oh, funny.
What?
It picked up after the...
What, dude?
No, but that's my... Okay. Okay, so this was an incredibly short recording because I knew the, like... Because, damn it. The other night when we recorded it was like 6 in the morning. I just wanted to sleep. Yeah. It has a clear mark, but you can see that there's no deaths.
You could also just go back and beat the final boss to give Final 1 the clear mark if you really want to. It's really that simple.
Or save over it.
Or that.
Which I might just go ahead and do. You know what? We'll do it that way. Not like it. I can, if I want to delete that later, I can. What? Cause you...
though, like, interesting thing, a weird thing, like, you did that, and it has the star, meaning it's clear, but look, it doesn't, you're still in the same location on that file. You're still, like, look, Windfish's Egg, because the second file was the save at the end of the game, it put you in the final dungeon because that's where you would, start after reloading. The other file is still in the same...
You know what?
Outside of the dungeon.
I have to see something. There is one last thing we have to do. I'm going back to the final boss to see what happens. Shits and giggles. Just a bonus thing. Because it's not that hard to run through here. I'm like legitimately curious.
Yeah, it should.
Because it's the same.
Well, you still have to do this puzzle, so because you still have to do this, that tells me you can just refight the final boss if you wanted to.
That's what we're gonna see.
2, 3.
And this will be 4, and then we'll go out.
And
Not like I'm legitimately.
Yep, it's just here.
I just want to see.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, son of a bitch!
It's all here. If you ever want to get the ending again for some reason.
Okay, so I just have to do it.
Okay, I'll just...
Okay, hold on.
It's
Is the bathroom break and we can record some... I can just fight the final boss! Neat! And if I wanted to, I can just, like, load.
But, like I said, it should, because...
Yeah.
That's weird!
It's not weird. What?
The reason I said that's weird, why does it load you back right here, but still have the save data as if the game was cleared? Because shouldn't it, like, from the other file, because you basically saved over the first one, shouldn't they both be the Windfish's Egg?
No. Because the saves are area-based, but you cannot get a Windfish Egg save unless you beat the game.
Oh.
Because I've overwritten...
Okay.
Hold on. With all of that... See, because even the... Okay, hold on. With all of that said, this went on a little bit longer than I wanted it to, because I kind of over-prepared. Overall, I think this remake is fine. I feel it's a little bit overhated, because it was a Game Boy game, and honestly, there's more to do. If you think, like, this is bare bones, try the original Game Boy version. I honestly think that for recreating a Game Boy game, they did fine, but with all of that said, me and Carson are basically probably going to record some other stuff. This has been Link's Awakening Remake. Semi-blind. I know I didn't have the best commentary, but that's the thing about blind runs. It's more about experiencing the game and reacting to shit. If I know what I'm doing in a game, we make it very clear, like, as awkward as the LP is, watch my Ocarina of Time stuff, you'll see me break that game down tremendously, whereas this was a game I never really played and only had some vague memories of, so no, our commentary wasn't the greatest at points, but again, it's a blind run. Breath of the Wild is a very similar kind of blind run. If you're jumping into a blind run and you're expecting anything but someone reacting and trying to solve shit, you know, especially a Zelda game where I'm trying to solve puzzles I was somewhat unfamiliar with while conflicting with old memories, because I did remember some shit. But with all of that said, I hope you all enjoyed this crazy LP. We will see you all next time, so good night, everybody! Bye! It's time for the question of the day, and my overall thoughts on the topic. So, anyway, to end off the Let's Play, I have 2 questions. So, first off, what is your overall opinion on the final boss? I think phases of the final boss are annoying, but at the same time, I think other phases are easy. So it's a weird mix of incredibly easy and incredibly annoying. At least in my opinion, I don't like all the phases, and even with the boomerang, I think the last phase goes on a bit too long, and I feel like in general a lot of the phases are way too hard to dodge, and I don't really like the one Ganon phase because that one is especially hard to avoid due to the nature of the arena and the way that phase attacks. So the final boss, in my opinion, is a mixed bag. Some phases are easy, some phases are annoying, and a lot of the other phases are somewhere in between. And now for the final question, what is your overall opinion on the Let's Play? I love ending off on that kind of topic because I love asking what people thought of the Let's Play overall. I know this Let's Play was not the greatest, but it was a semi-blind run, and again, because it was semi-blind, I know our commentary was often just reactionary, but that was the point. And I know I got a bit lost, confused, and angry at points. And I know I needed to cut out a lot of dead air, but overall I thought the game was really good, and I thought the Let's Play was fine enough given what I was working with, because blind runs or semi-blind runs will always be incredibly awkward. And I know they can be hard to watch at points. It's why I tried to cut out some dead air at points. But it's often weird when I'm cutting because there is a bit of a line where sometimes I like leaving in some confusion and anger to show that I got stuck, but at the same time, I don't like wasting people's time. So I do like cutting out a lot of nonsense, and I think I did okay. But anyway, you can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments, or you can leave them on social media. All of my social media links, as well as my Discord links, are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a shill for a minute. If you subscribe to the channel, and if you follow me on social media, that really helps our communities grow. But Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope I will see you all next time. So, as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, everybody. I hope you come back someday. See you later.